All right, it's time to get started on this mini tea kit. One of the first things that you need to do is you need to design your headstock, whatever you're going to do. Now, if you wanted to, you could just go ahead and use a regular Telecaster style headstock. I have a template here with an early template, early style Telecaster head, and that would be really cool. But since I've been trying to develop my own kind of headstock shape, I'm going to mimic this, and what I've done is drawn what I want to put on here now. So the very first thing for me to do is to take this over to the orbital sander and start carving out what I need to do. Let's do that. Okay, I've sanded the body to 320 grit. Spent quite a bit of time really looking to find all the scratches and everything that I could find. But since I'm blind as a bat, I've probably missed a whole bunch of stuff. Since then, I've cleaned the body with naphtha. Now I'm getting ready to stain. And this is really the first time that I've done any staining in a long time. So, I'm using a trans tint dye, and it's bright red. And I just mixed it in water, and I started out trying to do it real scientific like. I even used a measuring cup for the amount of water that I put in there, and then when I went to go do the drop, it just blipped out and I have no idea. So I just kept adding dye until I got the desired color that I want, and I tested on several pieces of wood. This here's a much darker mahogany, but you can still see some of the red coming through. I'm actually trying to get close to the color right there. That's what I'm trying to get close to. I worked on another piece, I believe this is poplar, and it was starting to give me the kind of red that I was looking for. I even, on the base of the neck, put some on there. And I believe that's the color that I'm looking for the body. So I'm going to go ahead and have to admit I'm a little bit nervous. But it's just dye and stain. And if anything goes wrong, I'm pretty sure we can fix it. But I'm actually really looking forward to putting this on here and seeing what this looks like. I'm kind of excited, I have to admit. All right, so I just got me an old t-shirt that I'm going to use to dab and stain with. And then, in case I feel like I'm getting any excess, got some paper towel here. All right, here goes. So far, really pleased with the way the color's coming out. Absolutely just, I love it. I love it. Now, I'm going to try and be careful here on the outside edges because we don't want it to suck up too much. So I'm going to try and keep my rag a little drier. I'm actually pretty impressed. It seems as though the dye is going quite a long ways. Let's see here if we can this. Stick that in there. All right, I think that looks great for coat number 1. I think that looks great.
What do you say, Tay Tay?
And now, back down in the shop where I've begun building the Stewmac concert ukulele kit. In progress. Welcome back. I'm Gator. This is the Gator Show, and we are putting together a Stewmac concert ukulele kit. Now, my videos may be a little bit different in the sense that I'm not going to show you step by step how to put this together. Stewmac themselves have some great videos on their website and on YouTube, and they will show you how to put it together. I think what I'd rather do in this is, as I go along, show you some of the things that I ran into that maybe for someone who's doing this for the first time might help them from making some simple mistakes that would change the difference from having a really nice to a really spectacular instrument that you're going to build here. So yesterday I glued the blocks in and glued the sides together. Now, one of the things that you have to really watch out for is to get a nice straight edge on the bottom seam so that can be real clean, because that's going to be seen. You want to make sure that you don't get an overlap of glue in there. When I glued mine up, there was some squeeze out, and I ended up using, where'd my chisel go? There we go. I ended up using a very sharp chisel and very carefully getting that glue off of there. Now, you got to be really careful. You got to make sure your chisel is really sharp, because it's real easy to go into this wood. Now, that's the thing that you have to know is that also this is a veneer. It's 2 pieces of mahogany veneer sandwiched between some sort of other wood or wood product inside. Those veneers are really thin. I found that out on my last kit. Just by sanding too much, I ended up going through the veneer in a few places and had to try and find a way to fix that. So this time I've been very careful about not sanding too much and making sure that I get rid of all the glue that's on there. Now, you don't have to worry as much on the front side, as the neck is going to cover it. All right, you still need to get it flat, get it smooth so you can get a great contact surface for your neck, but you don't have to worry about it being as perfect as you need this on your backside. While I was at this stage of the build, I decided to take some time and use this as a jig. In the future, I don't want to build kits. I want to build my own instrument from scratch, bend my own sides. So I took this and just drew it onto some plywood, and now I've got a side bending jig once I'm all done with it. And since I also have a soprano ukulele around the house and a tenor ukulele around the house, I copied those, and so now I have 3 ukulele sizes of bending jigs. And then I also copied my Martin D1 Dreadnought, and so now I actually have my favorite acoustic guitar's body shape that I will build into a bending jig also. So it's a good thing when you're doing stuff like this, if you have the time and the wood, to go ahead and build yourself some jigs, because you can never have too many jigs. It's time to end this video, but don't worry, I've got more coming, and they'll be dropping soon. If you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button and push that notification bell so you'll know when I drop some new videos. I'd really appreciate it. Have a great day. I'm Gator. Later.